I'm Mike. If you're ever wondering what happens when an appraisal comes back low, what should you do? The very first thing you should consider is taking a deep breath. An appraisal, by definition, is an opinion of value. There's always another opinion. The next step is to review the appraisal, because if there is a dispute that needs to happen, you got to make sure all the details are included and comprehensive in the report. It's also important to make sure that if there's anything missing, you can go back to the appraiser with any justified details that were missing in the report. So this is from the vantage point of the buyer. This could cost you a lot of money. From the buyer's standpoint, it's also important to collaborate with the other side of the transaction. And now we're going to high five the other side of the team, the listing agent. So being the listing agent, this is what we want on all of our signs. We want the property sold. The appraisal comes back low, what do? Some buyers will go ahead and transition instantly and get a second opinion. That second opinion, if it's not an FHA loan that would stick with the property up to 6 months, then they would have an opportunity to get a new lender, new appraisal, new documentation, new credit pull. That is a possibility if they're wanting to pivot and change and transition, particularly if there's a dispute of value that's unresolved. From a seller standpoint, you want to maximize the home's value before it ever gets to this point. A good listing agent is going to make sure that they have documentation of everything that's been provided in the home in terms of updates, improvements. The other thing that's important for an appraisal to understand, if there's multiple offers, is documentation of all the offers that have come in. Because ultimately the goal is to get. Here recently we had a seller that was in multiple offer scenarios, and the buyers that put an offer in came in very strong, $61,000 over the asking price. When the first appraisal came back, it came back $50K under. The buyer had a choice to make. That day, they decided to go ahead and get a different lender, consequently a different appraisal. It came back $25K over the last appraisal within a matter of, guess what? 4 days. What is the moral of the story? Sometimes an opinion of value can be conversely different depending on the vantage point. Let's get some fresh air. There's a couple options for you if you're a buyer. One, renegotiate and have the seller come down to the appraised value. The second is you as a buyer can make up the difference in cash. The third is you come up with a collaboration between buyer and seller and you work out an arrangement. Let's take a walk. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Mike Hege with Pridemore Properties team leader at Compass. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Click the link below or above and subscribe to our channel and/or continue to follow for more interesting content. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.